Hello, all my grown and sexy friends. It's me, Dee, and I'm back. I'm going to try to post at least once a week. It's been taking some time, but I'm working on it. So, anyway, today I'm going to make a creamy turkey and vegetable soup. So, let me go ahead and get started. Okay, everyone. So, what I have today is some turkey that's already cut up, but it's not in small pieces, so I'm going to have to just either boil it whole and then take the meat off the bone or cut it up a little more. I have some carrots that I'm going to peel them and then maybe chop them kind of small. Same with one potato. I have a bell pepper and I have an onion. Okay, so I'm going to get started on cleaning the meat and vegetables, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, everyone, what I have is a turkey butt. I just have one of them because I had a whole turkey and I had cut it up. So these are just pieces of it that I cut off. I have the turkey back, which is cut in half, and then I have the turkey neck. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to just go, because this is the first time that I've made cream of turkey and vegetable soup. But I do have some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to take and boil this meat for a little while, just so that it can soften up enough that I can cut it with no problem. Okay, and then I can cut the turkey neck maybe into 4 pieces. The turkey back, I can cut it into a couple more pieces. It's just kind of hard to cut it when it's just raw instead of cooked. When you cook it, it gives it a little more tenderness, and this way you can basically break the bone apart and cut it the way you like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get that started. I do have my vegetables there. Okay, I'm getting ready to cut those up. I'm going to go ahead and saute everything in some butter right in the pot that I'm going to use to cook it in. Okay, so I'm going to saute everything in some butter, let it get tenderized. I'm going to take the vegetables back out. Okay, and I'm going to let them sit in the bowl while I let the turkey cook. Okay, I'll put a little maybe a little chicken base, or excuse me, something like that in there, and this way it can cook and tender down. Okay, so I'll be back with you guys in a little while. All I did here was put about a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil, and that's what I'm using to saute the vegetables with. Again, I have onions, carrots, bell peppers, and potatoes in here. Okay, everyone, so I put the turkey in here. I sauteed it. As you can see, it's brown just a little bit. I have all the turkey pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and let this boil. So right now, I think I'm just going to put a little bit of pepper. Sorry if I'm wiggling because I'm holding it. So anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. Maybe a teaspoon or so, half a teaspoon-ish. And then just a little bit of salt, and that's also about a half a teaspoon, a fourth a teaspoon. And later I'm going to put a little bit of parsley. When I can reach it, I'm going to put a little bit of parsley and a little bit of garlic powder. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and let that boil and get tender, and I'll be back. Okay, everyone. So what I did is I added the vegetables. Let me give you a quick shot of it, okay? I added the vegetables. I also added 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I added a 1/2 cup of potato flakes, or I use potato buds. So potato buds and about a cup of water to that. Mix it nice and soft. I mixed it in with the liquid already here. It's probably about 2-3 cups of liquid still left, with the 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and the vegetables mixed in now. So I'm going to try to bring it back to a boil, and I'm going to let it boil for 15 to 20 more minutes. I believe it's already cooked. The meat cooked about 45 minutes to an hour. Whenever it's tender, it's fine. So just wait until it gets tender, and once it's good and tender, that's when you can go ahead and add in your vegetables. And let me give you another quick look at it. All right. So, here we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna let it get a little thick, and then it should be ready to go. Okay? Okay, everyone. I believe it is done. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna take the lid off. Cut it off. It's just a nice low boil. Okay, everything is cooked. Everything should be tender, nice and creamy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it off. We'll go ahead and fix me a plate. Ooh. Okay, everyone, I'm actually sitting down and I'm getting ready to try the soup. Very nice, smooth taste. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so while I'm at it, I can go ahead and give you my update for this week. So I'm still on oxygen. I try to go without wearing it. I take it off for an hour or two, if I can last 2 hours, and then I put it back on. But when I'm moving around, I try to make sure that I keep it on, because my heart rate raises up and it's not good for my heart. I do go back to the pulmonologist next month, I believe it is. And I have to get the lung test done, the pulmonary test, and then he will tell me whether or not he wants me to continue using oxygen. And at the rate I'm going now, I have a positive outlook, but I do have some negative outlook also, because I'm still not able to move around a lot, excuse me, without the oxygen. But that's okay. I'm working on it. I'm going to continue working on it. I go in the kitchen and I cook again. I cook. I do other things. I go for walks. I go to the store with my daughter. Um, I do a lot of things without the oxygen, but those type of things I try to use the oxygen. Now, going in the kitchen, I've been trying to do it without the oxygen because I don't want the hose or the oxygen around the heat. I sit down like I'm sitting now, and I try to do so without the oxygen. I try to eat without the oxygen. Sometimes I have to put it on, but majority of the time I can do it without. As long as I'm sitting in a relaxing area or a relaxing way, I don't have to worry about the oxygen. As far as my hair is concerned, which was another post-op, I think what the problem is I had those issues with my eyes. I had the chalazion, and then I had the swelling over in the other eye, and they had me on antibiotics. And I think because I was in the hospital and they had me on all those medications, those antibiotics and the remdesivir and things, and then I got out of the hospital, and within a month I was on antibiotics because of my eye, and I was on antibiotics for a whole month. And I think my body is just, it has a weak immune system, and therefore I believe the eyes had a lot to do with it, and then my hair falling out had a lot to do with all the antibiotics and my body trying to get itself back together also. So now I'm taking vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B, and I take my regular medications that I need to take. I'm off of the antibiotics, but I'm trying to build my immune system. I'm trying to boost it up because I don't want my hair to keep falling out, and I don't want to keep having eye issues or any other kind of issues. So I'm trying to build it up. I also bought some little small probiotic. It's like a yogurt type, but it's a drink, and it's probiotics. And so I take one of those each day when I don't forget. And everything's been helping a little bit. My hair had, this last time when I watched it, I maybe got half of what I usually get. So I didn't get a lot. I got about half of the big knot worth. And that was great. The hair is still itching, or rather the scalp, I'm sorry, the scalp is still itching, and so I'm working on that. I don't know how bad the breakage or the fallout really is. I just know that it's thin. My hair is thin, and so I'm just hoping and praying that my hair gets back healthy the way it should be. Anyway, thank you guys for being with me today while I made this turkey and vegetable creamy soup. And again, I didn't have a recipe for it, so I'm going to try to remember in the description below. I'll go ahead and try to remember to put in the exact amounts that I used, or something close to the amounts that I used, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and leave some comments, guys. Okay? Thank you. Have a good one.